WAIF-FM in Cincinnati. WAIF is a community radio station and as such serves only to open its airwaves to responsible, divergent points of view. The opinions expressed on this program do not reflect those of WAIF staff, Board of Trustees, other programmers, nobody but me, my co-host, or Nice Guy Eddie. How you doing tonight?
I am great. I have some opinions.
You have some opinions? Always.
But they're not waves.
Exactly. Always good to have him in studio. We got Taper Jesse on the way in here shortly. Real quick, though, wanted to remind everybody that you can find Ramblin' Rob on Facebook. Also, Ramblin' Rob's Greatest Story Ever Told page on Facebook. Also, I have a YouTube channel with about 265 old videos uploaded there for your old listening enjoyment. Mostly old shows, a couple interviews, a couple little bits, stuff like that. So, let's see. We got we're done with our member-a-thon, I think. But it's not too late to donate. WAIF883.org is how you do that. Just you'll see a little button there that says become a member or pledge. Just donate $25 to become a member. If you have less than that, any donation will help, as we are a community radio station, depend on the support of you guys, the community, you rich people out there listening to the radio station. I know you're listening, driving around Hyde Park in your Mercedes-Benz. Give us a little money. You know, you don't have, just like Jesse says, for the cost of an eighth, you can donate to WAIF and become a member for a whole year. You get a sticker, you get WAIF alert newsletter.
Yeah, $25, that's all.
You get a great little gift from Ramblin' Rob if you mention the greatest story ever told, Taper Jesse or Ramblin' Rob, in the purpose, remarks, or comments section, which you have to do. So I don't know who to send the button or sticker or whatever to. So help us out, guys. Okay, I'll let Dean, or Nice Guy Eddie here, kind of tell you guys what is going on, because he's picked 3 random things out of a box of good things here.
They're not completely random. You
Okay.
want to explore music on In Review with Steve every Tuesday evening from 10 to midnight.
Show.
That is a good show. He features ever-changing 2-hour music theme, celebrating psychedelic sounds, deep cuts of the best 60s obscurities not being played on mainstream radio. That's In Review every Tuesday evening at 10, playing the best music you never hear right here on WAIF 88.3.
And speaking of another promotional item, I know you were talking about the Late Late Show.
Yeah, I love the Late Late Show.
Yes, and one of the new shows here, he's only been on about 6 months or so, but quickly becoming very popular. It's a new show.
Sunday morning, Sunday.
Real early Monday morning.
Sunday night,
early Monday morning. From midnight to 2.
Yeah, he played the Bickersons. I hadn't heard that in forever. It was great. I mean, just a very diverse mix. Played some Jerry Reed, Another Cigarette.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So, yeah, he's playing a lot of good stuff, so check him out if you do like the comedy band. It's a comedy show, so... Okay, I'll let you read your formality stuff here.
Yeah, and for more than two decades, the Urban Appalachian Council has worked to support the voice of Appalachia in the greater Cincinnati area. To join the UAC, or for more information about the UAC and the Appalachian community, call 513-251-0202, or visit their website at www.uacvoice.org.
Cool. Appalachia, cool.
Yep.
A lot of Appalachian people in the area.
Actually. Yeah, we were just talking about the declining lifespan of people on this blue spaceship.
Mm-hmm. Well, in America specifically, not in other places.
It's not the whole spaceship. Okay.
No, just America, just because we're dumb.
We have unique phenomenon. We have an idiot in the charge. I mean, it's a lot going on.
Yeah, and we don't talk politics on this show.
No, never. But I do want to talk about women in engineering. The contributions of women inventors to society have been under-recognized for many years. Their achievements have been even greater. Knowing the gender bias they have had to overcome over the next 2 decades, over more than 25 million new jobs will be created in the field of engineering, with women holding an estimated 65% of these jobs. The American Society of Mechanical Engineers hopes that that today's young women will consider a career in mechanical engineering to be motivated enough to transcend whatever barriers they confront. For more information about mechanical engineering, log on to www.asme.org. And I welcome to Taper Jess in studio.
Yeah, we got another mic over there. Actually, we can give Taper Jesse. We're going to get him all set up here first, and while we do here, I'm going to turn that mic off so we can do some moving. But I'll catch you guys up on what happened today in Grateful Dead history. Since we're at the end of the month, in 1965, unknown date, but sometime during this month, the guys were playing at Pierre's in San Francisco, and that was, San Francisco, and that was a gig that they were billed as the Warlocks. 1966, The Matrix, good show. A really good show was in 1970 on today's date, Club Agora in Columbus, Ohio. Great show. Great show. And that was the first Bobby McGee. Yeah, there might be some chord stuff going on there you might have to fix there. On 11, an unknown date, I'll bet sometime during this month in 1972. Europe 72 was released, 1979. This is a good show, too, the Cleveland Public Hall in Cleveland, Ohio. 1980, the Alligator Alley Gym, Gainesville, Florida. And sometime on this date in 1981, around this date, Bobby and the Midnights is released. A great album there, Bobby and the Midnights.
Great. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
I can't say enough terrible things about that album. If you want to talk about a way to suck the soul out of music, listen to any Bobby and the Midnights release.
I just don't know what Bobby was thinking.
Bobby was thinking, cocaine is really, really cool. Good, and I love it when no one tells me that's a bad idea. That's what Bobby was thinking.
I
don't have Phil here to kick me around. I'm going to do what I want.
Well, and I thought they were kind of, he surrounded himself with kind of a mediocre group of musicians, to be honest.
They're actually like really good musicians. Like that's kind of the irony of it.
You just can't tell.
No, they're just making terrible music. They're making terrible music with terrible production. It's like gated 80s pop rock sound production-wise with jazz fusion influences and Bob Weir.
Yeah.
It's like
weird.
It's a guarantee suck.
It is.
Forgive my word. I know it's past 8 p.m. and we've read the disclaimer, but
that's right. And we're allowed saying
it stinks.
Yes.
So I love my wife.
That's
not so sure about Bob Weir.
That's real quick today in Grateful Dead history. Nicely said. Let's see. We've got. I think we'll do Dead Set tonight. We haven't done Dead Set yet, have we, Jesse? We've talked about that a lot.
I think we've played. I think we've played selected tracks from Dead Set, but I don't think we've played the whole.
I'm going to do a mostly Dead Set tonight. I might mix it up with a couple live versions. There's some good stuff from, I think, Radio City Music Hall 1980 that are better than the versions on that album that I may just sneak in there. I won't tell anybody about it, though. But.
Right.
So we're going to check that out first, and then, of course, we've got more Grateful Dead on the plate. Let's see, what else? We've got some Grateful Dead from 1978. Hopefully we can get to tonight, wrapping up the show after some Dead Set. Let's see, here's a good one. Shakedown Street, 78, 916, Giza, Egypt. Going to try to squeeze that one in.
9/16/78.
9/16, yeah.
That was my 5th birthday.
Was it? Oh, cool. Shakedown Street from his 5th birthday. And let's see, maybe some 1970 stuff if we get time. We probably won't, knowing us, because I'm already rambling on 8 minutes into this 2-hour show. I better just start playing some music here. So we're going to start out with the first track on the album, Dead Set. Since I don't play a lot of albums, I kind of stick to all the live stuff, which I prefer. But we'll check out some Dead Set for you guys. This is from, I believe, 80?
80. I believe it was released in 81.
Right.
If you live in the Columbus area
and are tired of settling
with your career,
with your income.
Okay, hold on here.
Not yet.
Not yet. I gotta just get through this. Okay, that's better. Stupid ad was playing. What the heck's up with that, internet?
this life. He killed a man with his paw. Samson got his hands up around that live jaw. He ripped that beast, God knows it. Killed him dead. And the beast made honey in the lion's head. If I had it my way, if I had it my way, if I had it my way, I would tell the world in that. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I would tell the world in that. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I would tell the world in that. I would tell the world in that. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I would tell the world in that.
Rare Thing, some semi-Live Dead. I guess that's a recorded version of Live Dead. So it's kind of an album and a live. So I'm sneaking it in, guys. All right. I think the next one is Friend of the Devil. I don't know what order this is. I'm mixing the order up probably, too.
That's the nope. That's the next song on the album.
Is it? Mm-hmm. I haven't listened to that album in so long.
I lit out from Reno. I was trailing 20 miles. Didn't get to sleep that night till the morning came around. Sit out running, but I take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Went into the den, baby, 20 bills. Spent the night in Utah in a cave up in the hills. Sit out running, but I take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Ran down to the left, but the devil caught me there. Took my $20 bill, vanished in the air. Sit out running, but I take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get spend my life in jail. Got a wife and cheap, baby, one she'll keep. First one says she got my child, but it don't look like me. Sit out running, but I take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight.
You're listening to the greatest story ever told. I'm Ramblin' Rob. Got Taper Jesse and Nice Guy Eddie in the house also.
Hey.
And we're having a pizza party.
Yeah, we're having a pizza party. We've got pizza here
Yeah.
for the pizza party.
Yeah, so
We're hanging out. We're doing each other's hair.
just wanted to point that out to all my
Scratching each
listeners.
other's backs, talking about boys.
Okay, let's listen to some music. What do you think? More Dead Set for you kids. I promise this won't hurt. This will hurt us way more than it hurts you.
Ow!
I was born in a desert. I was raised in a lion's den. I was born in a desert. I was raised in a lion's den. Well, my number Listen, it's a tea for Timbuktu. Listen, it's tea for San Francisco, where the little girls know what to do. I was born in a desert. I was raised in a lion's den. I was born in a desert. I was raised in a lion's den. Well, my number one occupation, stealing minutes from that other man. Do it again. You know, my number one occupation, stealing minutes from that other man.
That was a little bit more of that Dead set. New Minglewood Blues. That was the third version of that tune, I believe.
Was that the all new?
No, that was just
all
New Minglewood.
Oh, that was just New Minglewood. Oh, that's right. We didn't get all New Minglewood until a little bit later.
Yeah, so second, maybe third version. Anyway,
Yeah. Anyways, there's a lot of Minglewood blues abound.
this is a smoking tune here. This next deal.
It has to be 18 before it's legal.
It cost a lot to win, and even more to lose. You and me about to spend some time wondering what to choose. Goes to show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play and play it slow. Wait until that deal down. Don't you let that deal go down. Go down. I've been gambling real balance for 10 good solid years. I told you about all that went down and what burned on over here. Just to show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play and play it slow. Wait until that deal down. Don't you let that deal go down. Go down. You pulled the wine from me, tightened up my shoes. I hate to leave you sitting there composing, lonesome blue. Goes to show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play, play it slow. Wait until that deal goes down. Don't you let that deal go down, go down. It cost a lot to win, even more to lose. You and me better spend some time wondering what to choose. Show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play, play it slow. Wait until that deal goes down. Don't you let that deal go down. Wait until that deal goes down. Don't you let that deal go down. Wait until that deal goes down. Don't you let that deal go down. Wait
course, a little Grateful Dead there.
Right? You got to spend money to make money.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Costs a lot to win.
Yeah, that's the story of life, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we got some good stuff for you guys coming up. We're going to feature more of Dead Set here in just approximately 3 seconds. Now, this is a live version. This is one of the ones I said I was going to sneak in on you from Radio City Music Hall. 1029.
Cause the candy man in town. Come on, boys, and wait. Roll those laughing bones. 7 come, 11 boys. I'll take your where I learned to talk jazz. When I get back to Memphis, I'll be one less man alive. Good morning, Mr. Benny. I see you doing well. If I had me a shotgun, you know I'd blow you straight to hell. Look out, the cave. mother, oh darling, boys are laying on the line. Hand me my old guitar, pass the whiskey round. Won't you tell everybody you meet that the candy man in town. Look out, the candy man. Here he comes and he's gone again. Pretty lady ain't got no friend till the candy man comes around again. Look out, the candy man. Here he comes and he's gone again. Pretty lady ain't got no friend till the candy man comes around again.
Woo! Hot Smokin' Candyman from 10/29/1980. That was a Radio City Music Hall show. I think they played, 14 nights?
So, I think it was 14 nights total between Radio City Music Hall and the Warfield.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Next on the list, more stuff from Grateful Dead. This is this is Little Red Rooster. Bobby, throw that slide away. Throw that slide away, man.
I'm a little red rooster, too lazy to crow for days. I'm a little red rooster, too lazy to crow for days. Keep everything in the barnyard, upset in every way. Dogs begin to bark now, and the hounds begin to howl. Dogs begin to bark now, and the hounds begin to howl. You know a little red rooster is on the prowl.
way.
Alrighty. You're listening to Ramblin' Rob, Taper Jesse, and Nice Guy Eddie spinning Dead Set for you. I know Nice Guy Eddie and myself kind of chomped our teeth on this when we were younger back in the day.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good times had during Dead Set, back before all the Dick's Picks and everything else came out.
Yeah, it was a core. It was, there's not too many songs about arming everybody, in the Abilene.
In the town of Abilene, exactly.
Sounds Abilene, but.
So speaking of that, this is another one of those great tunes that go with Deal, in my opinion. I think these two could be played back to back and really sound great together. Deal, and this is a great version of Loser from 1980. Let's check this out, guys. More Dead Set for you kids here at WAIF.
Where red wine. I can tell the queen of diamonds by the way she shines. Come to daddy on an inside street. Well, I've got no chance of losing this time. Well, I've got no chance of losing this time. Well, I've got no chance of losing this time.
We're on air now.
Yes, we are, and we want to
Now
tell
we are.
you about our member-thon. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I thought we were done with it. I was sadly mistaken. We are not done with it. Become a member today at WAIF's website.
Become one of us. WAIF883.org is where you go to sign up to become a member.
Make sure you mention Ramblin' Rob, The Greatest Story Ever Told, or Taper Jesse.
Right.
Comments, remarks, purpose field. And if you do, oh, lo and behold, fine listener, we have all kinds of treats for you. We have a little gift Ramblin' Rob will give you, probably a Ramblin' Rob button. Only the coolest kids in town have them, so you'll be part of an elite clique. We'll give you a WAIF bumper sticker. We'll give you a copy of the WAIF Alert newsletter. And you can come down to the WAIF annual board meeting in September, find out what's happening at the radio station, vote for the trustees, and enjoy a fully catered chicken dinner.
Right.
So yeah, with membership you get a free chicken dinner. So there you go.
And
worth it.
Are we still offering
Oh, the
150?
DJ? Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, at the
Correct.
$150
Yeah, that's right.
level, we have you can be immortalized on the WAIF Media Plaza.
It's our vast media
$200,
plaza.
you get a hug from Nice Guy Eddie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You get
And you can come
For
in.
$250, I would not hug you.
there you go. Even better. More money for the station. Exactly. And speaking of that $250, Jesse's got some good a good thing to tell you about here. One of our unique contests.
You get to come in and hang out with me and Ramblin' Rob and Nice Guy Eddie and anyone else that happens to be in the studio that day. You get to come in with a approved playlist, which basically means, don't try and play Slayer. Not that we don't love Slayer, but
was
that's
just listening
not
to
that
Slayer
type
the
of
other
show,
Right.
This is a
Let's do all Marilyn Manson.
right? No.
If they covered the Dead. But if they covered the Dead, you would play Marilyn Manson.
You
Probably. I mean, yeah, I've done Lyle Lovett. I've done a lot of the
Right.
dedicated stuff, I guess.
could. Rob and I have thrown around the idea of a show of nothing but our guilty pleasures.
Yes.
You could.
And I have a newly discovered guilty pleasure. I'm not afraid to admit it, man. I'm not. But I like Weezer.
Oh no, dude, Weezer rocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were cool, man.
I think they're cool, and I really don't give a flip what anyone thinks.
But I listened to them for years, and I'm like, these guys are good.
Right.
I like them.
Right? I mean, just like any other bands that has 20 albums out, some are way better than others.
Right, but they're almost too popular to be on our little guilty pleasure. This has got to be like obscure or cheesy or stuff like that. Like we can't play any. Can't even think of the cat's name. The guy that does the Lounge Act
Richard
version.
Cheese.
Richard Cheese. Yeah.
we can't play. Oh, dude, I was envisioning like a Richard Cheese medley on our guilty pleasure show.
Well, yeah, he does some clean stuff, I guess. As long as you don't do like gin and juice or something, like crazy. Yeah, but Richard Cheese, we might have some of that. But yeah, we'll do a guilty pleasure show, maybe the last show of the year.
We paid the Bob
Yeah, wrap
because
it
they
up.
talk about first I was a hippie, then I was a stockbroker, now I'm a hippie again.
See, there you go.
That's a guilty pleasure song.
Right?
Exactly.
The Dead Milkman, the thing that only eats hippies.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go. Real quick before we get back onto a little bit of the music here, let's see. Jam Band headlines, in case you guys missed it. Primus has a limited edition pinball machine out. Did you hear about that?
That's affordable for the average fan.
Yes, it is. You
What
can
a way
hear-
to bring in the inclusiveness
Buy a
of
new
your
car,
community.
buy a new car or a Primus pinball machine that's signed by all the band
Right,
members.
right.
Limited edition run of 100 of them. So yeah, real cheap. Yeah, check them out.
Yeah, they're a bargain. I bet you. You can find them returned on Amazon for
Half a kidney.
only half.
You buy 6 BattleTech pods from Dave & Buster's cheaper.
Right. Got to talk into the mic there, Nice Guy. Little Feat announced the 2019 50th anniversary tour, which is kind of shocking to me. I thought those guys hung up their hats.
No, they've been kicking around in one form or another, on and off, for, I guess, pretty much since they started. Like, even after Lowell George died, they had a few albums. And
True.
I love Lil George. Until you played Little Feat the other day, I didn't dig too much into Lil George, but the more I dig, the more I liked.
Yeah, I liked Little Feat. I actually, I think it was a 2010 Dark Star Jubilee, interviewed some guys backstage, and we were hanging out in the lounge area, and they were playing there that time, and I got to hang out and talk to two of the guys in the band, and it was really fun. They were real fun guys, and they loved playing music, and they were pretty impressed with the local herbage, I will say that. Being hardcore veterans like themselves, they were. Right. We had a discussion on that. And that's kind of what we talked about half the time. It seemed like.
It's common ground in any conversation.
It was.
People don't understand how much it's changed between the '90s and now. I mean, it's a whole new
Oh yeah.
world.
Oh yeah. It is. It's science now, man.
Right.
It's all science.
Well, I mean, it's always been science. It's just people are actually following the science currently.
Right. It's getting pretty high tech. I mean, I watched some videos on YouTube of things that I'm just blown away by, like what was it, the THCA crystal and stuff like that. It's like, holy moly, these nerds are getting into it, like hardcore.
They predict in the future be able to 3D print different terpenes to achieve different effects.
See, and when I was like 15, I was just lucky I wasn't smoking seeds.
Right. I mean,
like,
so if you need that sativa, focus or creativity, you could get just that.
73% custom blends. Yeah, it's crazy.
Huh. I'll be.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
When I was 17, I got my weed by sawing up bricks for a guy. Mm-hmm. And everything that was shake that was left on the table was ours. Was mine and my buddies. We split it up.
Use the wide dull blade.
Somebody asked me if that was still available. I was like, "Why do you care? This guy lives in Canada." I was like, "Why do you care?"
I'll tell you what.
Exactly.
I'll tell you something. Never mind. I'll tell you off air.
Okay. Anyway. Let's get on with more. That was only the first thing. We were just talking about Little Feat.
We should call this jam band Heady Line.
Well, and speaking of that, the next jam band headline probably has even more to do with that marijuana thing than the previous one. Dean Ween, a proverbial favorite of yours, announced that he plans a quote-unquote marijuana-friendly venue in Colorado. So he's planning on it. Doubt he's going to get it passed through council and zoning and building, but that's what his plans are. He wants to open a pot-friendly venue in Colorado.
I mean, think about it. Most venues that you go to see most live music, you're going to encounter a bunch of people smoking pot inside of there.
It doesn't matter who it is.
This would just be legal.
They have private clubs in Colorado now. I mean, it's not changing anything statute-wise. It's
right.
Can you afford to build a big enough venue and charge membership?
Well, there's an existing building. He's probably about an existing building, but I imagine the permit cost for that's going to be pricey.
Right, but think about it. If you're the first venue and you have Dean Ween's name behind you.
Right, playing there. He's like Terrapin Crossroads.
Right,
Might pop in at any time and play for you guys. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Ween's pretty big, actually. So, okay. Well, anyway,
it's exactly like the Grateful Dead. Not everybody likes black licorice, but those that like it really like it.
Exactly. And the last headline: Carl Denson and the Tiny Universe announced a new tour in the works and a new album coming out. So, yeah. Also interviewed him back at that same Dark Star Jubilee. It was one of the worst interviews, personally, that I've ever done. Hope you're not listening. But, yeah, it was I thought I did good, but Carl, it was from a warmer area. I think he's from California.
Yeah.
And it was one of those, like, the first week in May, real cold Ohio night. It was dropping down to the high 30s, and he was in a short-sleeve shirt, just shivering and freezing the whole time. So, yeah, spent most of the conversation of him listening and complaining about the Ohio weather. But, yeah, it was a real quick interview because he's like, I got to go get a jacket. I don't have time for this. Talk to you, foolish child. Anyway, let's see. And we're going to play more of Dead Set, probably one of my, if not my least favorite album. It's kind of a tie between this one and Steal Your Face, as far as least faves.
Dude, I got to tell you, Steal Your Face is actually other than Live Dead, it's my favorite Live Dead album.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, it's got some good tunes. I always say, I'm just not a fan of the mix. And if you read, I think, was it Searching for the Sound? Phil's book. He said that the main problem with Steal Your Face was too much cocaine, and as much as it was mixed, and after they played, it was mixed, and individual people came over individually to listen to their tracks and decide what they needed done with it. So of course everybody was always like, I need more of me in the mix. I need more of me in the mix. I need more of me in the mix. So it's a real kind of odd. I think it has a real odd tinny sound to it almost.
I think that's part of the charm. It's not a perfect recording. It's a very warts and all kind of.
It is
kind of ordeal.
It is. But anyway, we ramble too much. Let's get on with some dead set for you guys.
Well, you're rambling, Rob, man. I mean,
all topics, we
right?
ramble.
Exactly. You're listening to WAIF 88.3 FM in Cincinnati. We are Cincinnati's only community radio station, and we bring you responsible, divergent points of view. And we also bring you a lot of good music. WAIF's website, WAIF883.org, is where you can check out an updated programming grid. Check us out, guys.
Like the reds and blues.
strong, man.
Think so? Think so? I don't know.
It's strong in a very
I guess it's better than the
reaffirmed,
first. Because it's better than the
caring
first.
way.
Well, you're listening
Very
to
sensitive, strong.
WAIF 88.3 FM. We are Cincinnati's community radio station. Check me out each and every Thursday. Check out the Notorious Joyce here at 10 o'clock. He'll be in joining you, spinning some tunes, getting you funkified like he always does. All right, how about a little bit more of Grateful Dead-ish stuff for you?
Looked from your mother's face, wildflower seed in the sand made the far winds roll you safely home. Roll away the dew, roll away the dew, roll away the dew, roll away the dew. Franklin's town hangs a bit. They can ring, turn night to day. You can ring like fire if you lose your way. Roll away the dew. Roll away the dew. Roll away the dew. Roll away the dew. God save the child who rings that bell. Have one good ring, baby, you can't tell. One watch by night, one watch by day. If you get confused, listen to the music play. Some come to laugh the past away. Some come to make just one more day. Whichever way your pleasure tends. If you play nice, you're gonna always win. Roll away the dew. Roll away the dew. Roll away the dew. Roll away the dew. Tell you where the forwards sleep, like falling out the lighthouse key. Wildflower seed in the sand and wind, made the far winds roll you home again. Roll away the dew. Roll away the dew. Roll away the dew. Roll away the dew.
listening to a little Dead Set, Franklin's Tower there. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. We're going to be cranking out some more Grateful Dead next week, so don't forget to tune in. Also, Notorious Joyous, like I said, he'll be in momentarily, spinning some more tracks for you guys. This is the least favorite song on the album of mine. Least favorite tune on that album, the Rhythm Devils, or as we always call it, Drum Space, or Time to Get a Coke. Anyway, you're listening to, that was just drums technically, you're listening to WAIF 88.3 FM, and we are a community radio station, and one of the things that we have to do as a community radio station is read some PSAs and promos for you guys. Taper Jesse has some good stuff for you that's probably really important, so I would probably grab a pencil and a piece of paper so you can write down this important information he's going to be telling you about. There's also going to be some websites and telephone numbers you may want to take down. So we'll give you approximately 3 seconds to run to your junk drawer and grab that right now.
Hang on my every word. Folks, you ready? We're going. All right. The Public Library of Cincinnati and Hamilton County features an expanded list of reading programs for both children and adults. The 4 main categories of events are book discussion groups, that's 1, regularly scheduled story times for children, that's 2, children's special programs, that's 3, and does anybody want to guess what number 4 is?
Puppet shows.
No, it's adult and teen special programs.
Ah,
Thanks for paying attention, though, Rob. For more information about events at the main library or any of the other 41 branches, call 513-369-6900 or visit online at www.cincinnatilibrary.org.
And that is the same place that you can call or request more puppet shows at the library.
Exactly. Because we all love a good puppet show. And
They do too.
who better to put it on than the library?
Exactly.
Right?
My point.
Right?
Okay.
But hey, I don't know about this first line because I think we get pretty wacky. But this is a promo for a show that starts with "Want to get wacky" on WAIF. I mean, I think it's kind of what we're doing right now.
I think so.
We're
But he's
rambling.
pretty wacky, too.
He is pretty wacky, but
Maybe we'll have whack off. See who's wackier.
I guarantee
see
we'll
who
win
wins.
simply because there's more of us in this
Oh,
room
yeah, that's
right
right.
now
It's
than
one.
there is of
It's
him.
3-1. That's not
right?
fair whack
It's a
off.
4-1. Don't forget Rob Collins is here. Say hi, Rob Collins.
Howdy.
Yes,
Yeah.
Rob Collins is here, folks.
And if you were at the benefit show, you may recognize Rob on the radio here, or at least his voice.
Right.
He was our floater who did
Right.
everything from door to silent auction to got us Pepsis and
Close your eyes and listen to his
took
voice.
care of everything.
And it's
He
like
was-
he's sitting right in front
was
of
like
you,
the
folks.
chief administrator of the benefit show. I
Right,
guess.
right.
Kept the door guy entertained. Anyway,
All right,
More
so
good stuff here.
If you want to get wacky on WAIF, then you can tune into the Novelty Records radio show every Friday night, Saturday morning from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. That's a lot of wackiness, folks.
that's crazy.
Join your host, the Rock and Roll Doctor, Friday evenings beginning at 11 as he plays the very best in comedy,
Comedy? Yeah.
novelty,
funny, man.
and and dementia music. A show of fun music and laughter exclusively on WAIF 883 Cincinnati. For more details about the show, check out the website at www.myspace.com/DJRockDoc.
Huh.
That's
gotcha.
right. MySpace.
Nice. I was going to
You'll
say,
get
is
you
that,
some
is
Frank
that for
Zappa
real?
for sure.
Right.
Is that for real?
You'll hear some Frank Zappa and some Alan Sherman and some...
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah,
Some
all kinds of
classic stuff.
Some classic stuff. It's a like, you know, I've got kids. I don't go out on Fridays.
Was
When
it
I
Alan?
do,
The wife and I just were talking about Alan Sherman. You might know. Was he the one that did Hello Mother, Hello Father?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
I said it was, and she said it wasn't. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure it was.
Alan Sherman.
Okay, there we go.
I'll put money on it, Cindy.
She owes me $1.
Hi, Cindy.
She doesn't listen. She's not listening. Smokestack Sydney's doing her own thing.
I've got one more to read for you here, folks,
Sure.
because with Goodwill, when you donate your stuff, you help create jobs.
Mm.
Here's how they do it. When you donate to Goodwill, they sell your stuff to help fund job training programs for people right in your own community. So by teaming up and donating to your local Goodwill, you'll help create jobs. I mean, it's that
you
easy.
go.
You're
That
creating
sounds-
jobs every time you give them your stuff that they can sell for a profit. Every time.
Oh, I gave him a bunch of stuff this year.
You know, isn't that worth parting from the leftover guitar from your 80s cover band?
I gave him a authentic Mexican sombrero, pink with silver rhinestones. So yeah, I gave him that this year.
Right.
And I went there. I gave it to St. Vincent de Paul or Goodwill, one of them. But I went to the store 2 weeks later, and there was no sombrero there, so I bet it got bought up. It was cool. But also, a sombrero is not a house hat. You cannot wear a sombrero in a house very easily.
What if you got a real big house?
If you have wide doors, yeah, you're cool.
Yeah?
It even makes opening cabinets awkward.
Well,
It is an incredibly large, hard hat. It is.
Not practical for daily use.
No, it isn't.
Right.
Unless you're outside.
Right.
Then it's really practical.
Of
You're
course.
it's almost an umbrella. I mean, you're
Yeah,
practically
oh yeah,
shaded.
Right.
it's great. Yeah, you can shake
Yeah.
your shoulders.
Yeah.
I mean, if you tie it to your chin,
Just
I
wait.
bet you can go for a nice little ride on a windy day.
If you can handle the pounding of a 17-pound sombrero on your head, yeah. Sorry.
Well, I mean-
they're heavy too.
Some people have handled more.
And true.
Yeah.
So yeah. Check,
Oh,
check
yeah.
it out.
Yeah. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create
Donate.
jobs. Visit online at goodwill.org.
There you go. So let's see. Before we get back into the Grateful Dead here, I guess it's a trivia question more than anything. We'll determine here. And these guys already know the answer, so this is for the listeners. This is one of those
bet you I
trivia
don't.
questions where I'm going to ask you the question, And I'm going to give you 5 seconds to think about it in your head, and you have to play this game with yourself because I'm going to tell you the answer in 5 seconds. So you're going to either go, rah, or yeah, I knew that. Okay.
I want a hint at second 3.
No, no hints. It's yes or no. Okay. So the question is, from which state does Jack Straw hail?
Everybody knows that.
Ding. Okay. And
Rhode
the answer,
Island?
fair listener, is
Rhode Island?
Rhode Island. Okay.
Kansas.
Kansas?
Rob?
Kansas. And the answer is Mississippi. No, the answer is Kansas. That
What?
is right. Yes, Jack
How do you
Straw
know
from
it's
Wichita.
not Rhode Island. I mean,
Wichita, Rhode Island. I'm sure there is one. We
There
can
very
Google
well
it.
could be.
We can-
This is a conspiracy, man. I demand a recount.
Yeah. Talk to John. That was a Barlow's tune, right?
I think the voters
Maybe.
have been
That was
tampered
Hunter.
with,
Nah.
gentlemen.
Yes. Someone has been bought.
There's
Anyway.
no hanging Chads. There's just hanging Robs and hanging Deans.
And speaking of hanging, you guys definitely need to hang out until 10 p.m. We have the Notorious Joyous in studio. He's got some good stuff for you guys, and also he has an incredible collection of vinyl that he loves to share. So check him out here. We're going to wrap through this rest of this drum space thing here, and we'll be talking to you here in just a couple seconds. That ends that horrible version of Space. No, just kidding. Just kidding. That was the Grateful Dead there. You're listening to the Dead Set, one of their albums. Don't play a lot of albums, but like I said, pulling a fast one on you guys. This is a live album. So, yeah. So we're going to be checking out some more good stuff. You can tune in each and every Thursday. Also, Ramblin' Rob on Facebook. Ramblin' Rob's Greatest Story Ever Told official Facebook page. And got a YouTube channel.
lost the flame, still you don't hear it. Takes all you got just to stay on the beat. See, it's a living we all gotta eat. But you're here alone, there's no one to compete. This is a business, I wish it for you. More than just
That was from 10/31, 1980, the Radio City Music Hall performance. Doing a little jam in there for you. Of course, guys sounded good. All right, you're listening to Ramblin' Rob, and the name of this show, I'll give you 3 guesses. 1.
Come riding up for the quasar. His purse was jingling, the door was ajar now. His buckle was silver, his manner was bold. I asked him to come on in out of the cold. The rain was boiling, his reason was spent. If nothing is borrowed, nothing is lent. I asked him for mercy, he gave me a gun. And again, these things just got to be done. Abraham and Isaac sitting on a fence. You can't drive to work if you have any sense. You know the one thing we need is a left-hand monkey wrench. He didn't come in with his house on the corner. Since you ain't got a hinge, you can't close the door. Moses stood up a full 6'10". Since you can't close the door when the walls cave in. I asked him for water, he poured me some wine. We finished the bottle and broke into mine. You get what you come for, you're ready to go. It's only 10,000 to come for the show. Abraham and Isaac digging on a well. Mama come quick with the water which fell. Blue clear water where you can't ever tell. Abraham and Isaac sitting on a fence. You can't ride to work if you had any sense. You know the one thing we need is a left-hand monkey wrench. He loves me when I waste my time by writing.
No, we're not going to listen to that. We're just taking turns listening
Subversive
to
radio
Yes.
on Wave.
off
You
air.
ever wonder what we do when the songs are playing, folks?
Yes.
We watch stupid YouTube videos. That's what we do.
Or, as I like to call it, exploring new musical avenues to possibly
Right.
expose my listeners to. Unfortunately, that's one road I don't want anybody to go down. Wow. That's horrible, dude. That was horrible. And I play horrible music. That's horrible.
Yeah, you know if you're going to be driving home tonight singing it.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Well, I think we're about to wrap up Dead Set here. This is, let's see, I think we got 15 more minutes before the Notorious Joyous comes on. And we just wrapped up Dead Set there. That was 1981 release of was it October 80 concerts?
Yeah, October 80
Okay, gotcha.
was one of the concerts, and I believe both albums were released in 81.
Gotcha. right, we're going to roll out of here with a playlist that I did not get to last week. We played a little bit of it, but and we're going to roll out with 15 minutes of music. We got time for about 2 of the 6 songs that I thought I was going to get to today, but we're going to roll into a great pick from a rare tune from Dick's Pick 17, then going to 1978 at the High Life Fronton in Miami, Florida, and maybe we're going to just touch base on that great shakedown, which is how we're probably, even if we get into a couple minutes of it, probably still going to start next week's show with that great shakedown from Jesse's 5th birthday. It was actually played for Jesse on his 5th birthday.
Right. So, Jerry was like, dude, this goes out to that kid in Ohio.
Right, exactly.
And I would like to mention we are skipping because our
that's right.
Because we have a broke down copy of Dead Set. We are skipping the Broke Down Palace.
Yes, Broke Down Palace was the last tune on there, but we unanimously, well, maybe I overruled everybody. But we decided to skip it just for time's sake, I guess we could say. We have the Notorious Joyous in Studio A getting all set up here. He's got 2 turntables and a microphone, and he's got a crazy spaceship called Music that's going to take you onto a trip into outer space. So get your best smoking jacket, pull out the black light, the lava lamp, sit down, chill out, and get ready for some psychedelic stuff that I assure you is probably coming your way. Okay. And that being said, how about a little Grateful Dead?
Bring out today!
Cuff 'em, boys. We're putting this dirtbag away.
Huh. I'll be back on the street in 24 hours.
We'll try to make it 12.
Oh, this is special too. See, look, see, still got the old tagger on it. See, never even played it. See?
You just bought it?
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
I wasn't going to touch it.
No, don't touch it.
I was just pointing at it.
Well, don't point even.
Don't even point?
No, it can't be played. Never. I mean,
Can I look at it?
No, you've seen enough of that one.
Voices say, and I know where to go. Don't worry about me. Nah, don't worry about me, no. I ain't in no hurry. Nah, don't worry about me, no. California, preaching on the burning show. California, yeah, I've been knocking on the golden door. Paradise, I know I'm gonna shine. My time coming any day. Don't worry about me, no. Gonna be just like they said. Them voices tell me so. Been so long I felt this way. Now time sure passing slow. Still I know I'll lead the way, 'cause I know where to go. Don't worry about me. Nah, don't worry about me, no. I ain't in no hurry. Nah, 'cause I know where to go. California, a prophet on the burning show. California, yeah, I've been knocking on the golden door. Like an angel, standing in the shadow. its way. Time sure passes slow. Still I know I'll be the way, 'cause I know where to go. Don't worry about me. Nah, nah, don't worry about me, no. I ain't in no hurry. Nah, nah, 'cause I know where to go. Don't worry about me. Nah, nah, don't worry about me, no. I ain't in no hurry. Nah, nah, 'cause I know where to go. Nah, nah, nah.
Don't steal any beer while I'm gone.
What kind of pathetic drunk do you take me for? Somebody spilled beer in this ashtray. Ah.
gotta poke around.